Hey guys, what is up? Kevin Cage back with another daily cryptocurrency video. Welcome to the channel. Like and subscribe if you like what we see, and let's get right into the information today. So this is regarding the Fed injecting well over, by the time when all is said and done by October 10th, where we can expect well over $1 trillion being artificially pumped into the system. And this tweet is by Cryptopolis, Cryptopolis_X. So not only did the Fed inject another $105 billion into the overnight market, but instead of the typical repayment term of 1 to 2 days, referring to the payment term between the banks, they are extending the term to 14 days. That is absurd. I could see maybe extending the payment term to a week at max, but 14 days, that is unbelievable. So here's the injection schedule. By the way, I love how they say at least, could be more. And they've always been saying at least 100, at least 75 billion per day. And obviously, they just did the overnight market, 105 billion. So as we can just take a peek here, 23rd all the way up to the 10th, we can see, and at least 30 billion, at least 30 billion, at least 75 billion. You can see these differences. So what can we really expect, and how much money do you think will artificially be pumped into the system when all is said and done? And again, it is my belief, not financial advice, this is one man's opinion, but it's my belief that they're going to use these numbers to artificially inflate the stock market or the economy again to perhaps reaching all-time highs again, and then the crash will come. I believe metals and cryptocurrencies will be safe havens when this does occur, and I believe that we'll see this in the next 6 months. This is not financial advice, and I do listen to a lot of Greg Manarino, very smart guy, and I would tend to agree whether we, encounter another recession, or it could be much, much worse. Time will tell. All right, and then I do like this David Watt right here, just kind of referring to the MoneyGram thing, kind of unrelated, but still. Q4, again, with MoneyGram, starting off with the USD to Mexican peso, along with the USD and Philippine peso pairs, ramping up in Q4, and then start to see more consequential volumes in Q1. And this is an official quote. Next, XRP Crypto Wolf. You may have already seen this, but I do want to cover this because it's always worth sharing. So Ripple adds the UAE banking giant National Bank of, hopefully I pronounced this right, Fujairah to RippleNet. The National Bank of Fujairah will utilize Ripple's blockchain tech for cross-border payments. Now, a lot of you are saying, okay, big deal, another RippleNet partner, just using Xcurrent, big deal. However, notice down below, the National Bank of Fujairah also partnered with Marco Polo, which uses R3 as one of their clients. It's a trading platform. In R3, again, 300 plus partners. Corda is their open source blockchain network, and they settle with XRP. Now, what's cool and what you can notice here is that they're both partnering with Marco Polo and R3, along with Ripple. So again, Ripple and R3, they both use XRP for settlement. Perhaps this bank is already open-minded and wanting to adopt this digital asset to get an edge on their competition. If not, really just better meet customer demands. So it's pretty significant to see that. Again, you can always read more about the article if you'd like. Next up, let's see. So I Am Legion just kind of sent this to me and brought this to my attention. And this is actually shared by what XRP did. So the Central Bank of Brazil puts cryptocurrency on balance sheet per the International Monetary Fund, the IMF guidelines. Now, this was from a few months ago, but again, this is relevant. I remember seeing this circulating, but I want to bring this back up. So why is Brazil's central bank included crypto assets in their trade balance? Why is the International Monetary Fund making this a new guideline? All right, we know that Brazil, of course, they have plenty of these banks that are already existing XRapid partners. All right, utilizing Xcurrent, the corridors are beginning to really, really be lit up and opened, and we're developing that liquidity, incentivizing traders, institutions, market makers, liquidity providers to add that specific liquidity we need so that XRapid then becomes more profitable and has more cost savings for banks rather than Xcurrent. There's a method to the madness, but it does take time. All right, so next up, I just wanted to share that. Right here, XRP Center. So presentation by Sagar Sarbhai, and hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Again, he's directly from Ripple. And so we can see during the recent presentation, we already know, let's see if this actually opens up. So we know during the recent thing right here, and again, Sagar is head of government and regulatory affairs. This is a recent presentation they did about modernizing global payments, as we can see. And we see the new partners as they're on their sample of 200 plus customers. And again, you can question, okay, well, what defines a customer and what defines a partner? I'm assuming a customer is someone that is actively using Xcurrent and XVIA minimum, at least some of Ripple's software products. And so as we can see here, We have one of those banks right here. So this is Shinhan Bank. And then we have another one, which is Woori Bank, or however you say it. And again, these are the second largest and fifth largest banks in South Korea. They are now Ripple customers. Now, what's interesting is, remember, your network is your net worth. We're gaining more momentum. The idea that the plan has not changed. Get as many current clients as possible, and probably why I've been seeing more XRP volume specifically from South Korea as of late. I mean, you can even check on like fiatleak.com and you can actually see some action from the South Korean currency. Why am I blanking on the currency name? I know this. But anyways, you can actually see the volume live. It's not a whole bunch, but it's valid, and it's showing that XRP is being used slowly. All right. Next up. Right here, this is shared by Bank XRP, and I know we all know about Temenos. And again, the CEO actually is going on, just to quote it, it's a very short video clip, but basically this summarizes this perfectly. It's not about fighting against the system. We do interact with cryptocurrency assets. We believe this will be in the future an asset that banks we need to deal with. The fact that our platform is open, we are able to interact through APIs to any vendors in the market. Now, Temenos, they are, as we can see here, they're a massive banking software firm. Again, 3,000 banks are connected, 150 countries they can access. They're very big. As we scroll down here, we can see that, one of their clients, of course, is HSBC. They've partnered with Temenos. We know HSBC is a RippleNet client. We've already known that HSBC has been sending millions over the XRP ledger. They've also tested plenty of XRapid transactions along with that. So you can connect the dots there. And I know this is a little speculation, but again, it's healthy to speculate in a speculative market. Now, right here, as we can see regarding their banking software itself, I know that Sam I Am has covered this. Sam I Am, To the Lifeboats on YouTube, Eggs and Ham on Twitter. There's too many names, but again, he does a great job in covering this. And I just want to show the connections in the background. So as we can see, the T24 Transact Core, it's the banking software. As we can see, world's best-selling, most functionally rich core banking product used by over 700 banks in all sectors and geographies. They are tightly connected. You've seen I'm sure you've seen all the documents, of course. I think I've even shown them in the past with Temenos, TIPS, even TAS or Task Group, however you want to pronounce it, showing Ripple on the application layer, even connected with SIA. The connections are here. We can, go into more depth and detail about Earthport. Again, they are a RippleNet partner. They've been bought out by Visa recently. The connections are there. So I just want to show you what's going on, whether it's Europe, Africa, India, Southeast Asia, North America. All of these APIs are being connected. Remember, networks will connect networks, and it is my belief and a lot of others' belief that XRP will be used to fill these, metaphorical pipes in the system to transfer value. So let me see if I'm missing anything. And then again, this is actually what Sam covered too. I want to go over this. So by fully, and this is the T24 integration that I'm talking about, and this is an older article, but I want to bring it in together for any newcomers. So by fully integrating Ripple blockchain technology into Temenos T24 by using the BlueZell Altitude Gateway, so it's a BlueZell gateway, a new standard for bank-to-bank settlements can be created. There's a growing demand for faster settlement procedures, preferably in real time, and the Ripple protocol provides FIs with the technology to realize this potential. Now, what you have to realize is there's demand from various sectors. It's not just bank-to-bank settlements for real-time gross settlement. You have to pay attention to the trends in terms of e-commerce as well. Customers want a 24/7, 365 shopping experience. They want to be able to make purchases. They want to be able to have everything automated, not just 5 days of business, not just 5 days of shipping. And I know, we've definitely made progress in recent years, but there's still a lot of work to be done on the settlement layer for payments. Not just visibly payments and credits and debits and being shown in IOUs in various accounts. I'm talking about settling at literally the central bank layer. And I believe that XRP will play a fundamental role in this. This does not happen overnight. If you're uncomfortable holding an asset for, a few years, I don't recommend XRP for you. But for me, I'm here to make a true ROI. So again, guys, let me know if you have any points to be made down below, if you have any questions and what you want me to cover in the next video, and I'll see you next time.